Hello everybody, my name is MindaQ787B here. Welcome back to another episode of NASCAR Thunder 2004. This is episode number 162 today for the Pocono 500 at, well, you get the idea. Last episode, things are best left unsaid for now, honestly. You'll see why pretty soon. Things are best left unsaid for now, and people aren't happy on my team? I never would have guessed. I never would have guessed if every single one of these people would expect me to finish top 5 or a win with the challenges that I put myself upon of only using the default setup in this entire season. I probably would have made them happier. There's actually going to be no work going on because I want to keep everything all like the same, like overhauling be like, you know, the 2 races or whatnot, same with the engine and the chassis, but of course, we finally get a wheel balancer. And this will probably be the one thing that will save our season anyway. Is this wheel balancer? We definitely need it. And that is when we'll start building our stuff. So I can't wait. We're running the Flamin' Hot Paint scheme because I can already tell you we're probably going to be up in flames before this episode's even over. Foreshadowing? Let's find out. I don't even know. I kind of want to use the worn chassis for this actually. I mean, this one's fine. We could use this from Michigan or whatever, but we can just use this one again. We need to save this engine for Michigan. That's the whole reason why I even built it to begin with. So we're going to use the 8291 efficiency. We're going to... Well, we could use this. Pocono, you kind of need some downforce as well, so... Quite the pickle. We can actually use this one. No problem. We got 89 car rating for Pocono. Let's see how we do at my home state track, shall we? So this is probably going to be a mistake, but I'm going into this blind. I did not do a single lap with this default setup at all. It's going to be a mess. Earnhardt gets the pole, not big surprise. We got a field filler in 4th place. We got to do something about this qualifying stuff. What's our lap time to beat? We got to beat a 49.97. Okay. I don't think that's going to happen, though. And I know for a fact we're certainly not going to be able to do it on the first lap, so I'm going to go straight to the second lap. Alright, coming off the final corner here, turn 3. I think this is probably like the fastest we've ever been coming off that corner. Yeah, 33 on the first lap. We gotta make him like about a second. I mean, we'll probably be enough speed going into 1. I don't think that was a good 1, and that's good. I can't even say 1 and 2. It was not such a good 1. Let's just say that. Tunnel turn, I think it was like the best corner for us, but I think it might be turn 3 now. It's also pretty fast as well for us. I don't know. Gotta back it up a little bit before we just go. Yeah, I think it's turn 3 now. That's our best corner. I don't feel like as fast coming out of the tunnel turn anyway. Alright, let's go set ourselves number 3, the Milwaukee Mile corner. We're probably not gonna get the top 5. Let's see. We got pole! Alright! I don't know how the fans would feel after that, though, because after what happened at Dover, like I said, you're about to see really soon, like, why exactly wasn't the best thing out there for us. I mean, the crowd's kind of having a mixed feeling with me being on the pole. I mean, it is my home state track anyway, but of course, after my devious deed, you know, we could turn heel and be like a bad guy all of a sudden. But let's get on with the race, shall we?
MRN is live in Pennsylvania today at the Pocono Raceway for the Pocono 500. What can we look for on this unusual track, Barney?
Unique is definitely the word for this racetrack. First of all, there are only 3 corners, each of which has completely different banking, which also means there are 3 straightaways. And guess what? They're all different lengths. This is one tough racetrack to prepare a race car for.
The 88 car has some drivers who like him and others who don't want anything to do with him.
He has no problem showing who he likes and who he doesn't out there on the track. But if he doesn't want any problems, he'd be wise to make more friends than rivals on race day.
The Sterling Marlin Dodge would like to break this run of bad luck he's been having at the speedways.
Well, his crew chief assured me this morning that they've got a fast car. Let's keep an eye on him and see how it goes.
David Green will start this race a little farther back than he's used to.
You know, I spoke with the guys from that team in the garage this morning, and they said they tried something a little different in qualifying this week. They learned their lesson, though. Stick with what works, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you saw the -80 on the 20.
And here's the starting.
Yeah, honestly, you need to watch the previous episode. There's a reason why them two were the cover photo. My car and his car. I blame UPS. That's all I have to say. With the stupid expectations. Enough complaining. We got grit. We have to be gritty for the next 50 laps. As we're underway at Pocono, we have a great launch. Believe it or not, that's actually something I don't normally have. But of course, unfortunately, third gear's not exactly as fast. That's why we have to side draft Dale Jr. a little bit there, and make sure we keep the lead, and we do. The field filler just nearly takes out Ryan Newman, and that gives us a bit of a breakaway, albeit very, very minimal, away from Dale Jr. He's going to be right up our ass coming into the last quarter. And there's Jeff Gordon as well. I forgot I made him mad as well. I made everybody mad in the race, didn't I? He only showed like 3 different drivers, though. Oh, I forgot I'm not used to the tunnel turn, but I think we're still like the fastest car in the tunnel turn, though. I mean, his car doesn't feel loose. It doesn't, I mean, it does feel tight still, but it's not like an overbearing tight. I just got to learn to back it up a little bit more, though. Oh, we had a smooth turn 3. Look at that. That was like the smoothest turn 3 I think I had in a while. Like, it didn't snap on me loose. It didn't like plow straight to the wall. That was good. That was a really good turn 3. That's like probably like the best ever I've got out of turn 3 in this entire career mode. Turn 1 was still terrible for sure because they just got right back up on me. So terrible turn 1, amazing turn 2, and honestly pretty good turn 3. So that's pretty much normal from like the other setups that we had anyway. Other than our atrocious turn 1 speed, we're just kind of pulling away from Dale and the others. I mean, that corner was not a good example, but yeah, that was not a good example. He was able to keep up pace that time. But turns 2 and 3, like, we're just so good at now. Like, I knew 3 was like sort of like okay for us before, but now it's like well, it's clearly our second best corner. Like, turn 1 is still absolute dog crap. Like, they're gonna make up the top. Like, we keep pulling away in turns 2 and 3, but they just gate right back up to me in turn 1. Like, this car is just not good in turn 1. It doesn't matter. I feel like it doesn't matter what setup I use. You're just gonna be terrible. Like, the AI is gonna be prevailing in turn 1 regardless, it seems. I mean, not that there's anything wrong. You gotta have, you know, you gotta be in Pocono especially. There's no use trying to be good at all 3 corners because you're always gonna have one corner at Pocono that you're gonna suck at, like, no matter what you do. Like, it's more of a what corner do you want to be good at. I don't even know, actually, if I was a crew chief. I don't even know. What would be the corner I would pick? I don't know. I mean, the career mode is telling me you're going to be good in turns 2 and 3, so I'm like, okay, sure, why not? We'll be good in turn 2 and 3. I just still didn't think I'd be I didn't think this was going to happen, actually, where I'm like kind of pulling away from everybody in the home state crowd. I mean, again, they're still having mixed feelings about, especially after what happened at Dover anyway. But I'm sure the loyal fans, of course, you know, they're very happy to see the home state hero in the lead here at Pocono. We couldn't quite get it done at Dover, but for some reason at Pocono, I mean, we're on fire. Literally, the car is on fire. And speaking of fire, somebody is smoking down there. I'm not sure who that is. That is Chase Montgomery in the 45. His day's done early. That might hold. Oh, that's holding up the inside line back there. Oh my God, that just held up everybody back there. Thank you, Chase. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that made us pull away by 3.5 seconds now because of what Chase Montgomery did. Thanks, Chase. Literally being a Giga Chad for us right now, it seems. Screw you, AI. You can be dumb, and I'm big brain. You little brain, like artificial CPU.
Your right front tire's wearing down. Try another line.
Ooh, the right front tire is already worn after 9 laps. Well, gonna be 10 actually, but you get the point. Well, I mean, we gotta make it till I think lap. Well, I think it's a 2-stopper regardless, right? I think it's going to be a 2-stopper regardless, so it should be okay. Like, maybe we'll do, maybe 17, 18 laps anyway. I don't even know, but our lead is still very, very big. I mean, it's gotten progressively a little bit better. We're not, like, pulling away by miles. I mean, the only reason why we're even this far ahead to begin with was because a little friend of Chase Montgomery kind of playing move and chicane right then and there because of the blown engine, because the AI don't know how to get around those sort of things. I mean, it's still a primitive game. It's a 21-year-old game, I would say, at this point. So give it some slack. Of course, I will. I'll cut up some slack here. But anyway, how big is the lead now? Ooh, 4.5 seconds. Now it's Jimmy Johnson in second place. That man cannot get a win in his career mode to save his life. He's come close so many times though too, and honestly I kind of feel sad. I'm not gonna pull over and let him win here though. No way. I'm fourth in the points. I gotta catch up to the lead, and hope to God Tony Stewart doesn't get up here and murder my face. Well, I got very tight there, didn't it? Yeah, it did. We're going to lose a lot of time on the straightaway now. Yeah, they just gained about a second there. Oh, it's really bad now. So I might have to consider pitting in a few laps anyway. Forget the old you know, like, one-stop strategy. What are you talking? What are you, crazy? Even though we have 9 gallons worth of fuel left to go, I still think a 2-stop is pretty much normal here. It's Michigan I'm worried about the most. I mean, we have a 94 efficient engine rating. I still don't think that's going to be enough for a one-stopper, especially we don't have that funky ass gear ratio that we were trying to rock this entire time. Michigan is not a good track for us, essentially. That's what I'm trying to say. It never has been. I'm just trying to soften the bleeding here. That's what I kind of forced myself I had to do, because I wasn't sure how Pocono was going to be. The happiness rating's already low enough as it is. And we actually only broke even that time with Dale Earnhardt Jr. So definitely want to consider coming down pit road and about really soon, actually. And this is on even tires. All right, I've been thinking. We've been losing a lot of time, especially as in the last few laps. I think the strategy is going to be 17 across the board in terms of our tire wear stuff, especially since the right front's really starting to go away. Pitting, box. Alright, perfect stuff there. No damage repair because we don't have any. It got very tight at the end of that run, though. I will say that. It was very, very, very tight. Well, nothing we can do about it in this challenge anyway. Remember, we cannot adjust anything on pit road either. We've gotten rid of that whole custom setup rule because we had 19 wins in that last season. So in order to give ourselves a challenge, that is why we're having everything to default set up anyway. Little did I realize that the prestige is going to be, you know, the sponsorship has caused me to tear up my hair a little bit. Anyway, we're back on track now. We have nobody else coming down pit road yet, which is really good for us anyway. And we have a bit of a clean racetrack as well, so now we just wait for everybody else to come on down pit road. Alright, so we got some people finally coming down pit road according to the crew chief. So now we gotta make our moves quickly, especially as, it's 3 wide going in a tunnel turn.
178 car, top 5. You're doing
Alright.
fine.
Turned out a lot better than I thought it would, but I needed to get around those guys quickly. Alright, we gotta start paying attention to see where we cycle out. I'm pretty sure we'll still cycle out as the leader. But because now we have like a 3-4 lap, gonna have a 3 or 4, maybe 5 lap tire disadvantage at this point. Definitely want to be careful going forward as going to our next stint. I think our next pit road entry is going to be about 34, 35, I want to say. So we pulled out ahead of like all the people that, especially some of the people that were in the top 5 as well, that went down pit road. So we're good. Whoa!
Gotta keep the tires in good shape to be fast, buddy. Got one eye.
That just fucked everything up right there.
We're falling back.
That just messed everything up. The whole plan is kind of ruined now. I never thought I would really lose a car off of that. Anyway, that curve was evil. What the heck? Well, now we just gotta go back to where we gotta go.
There's some leaders coming in.
All right, we got more of the leaders now finally coming down pit road as well. Definitely want to get ahead of them as best we can here. This is our lap that we have to absolutely push. All right, so we're gonna get ahead. So it looks like we're gonna get ahead of them. The question is by how much?
49, 92.
We'll have to find out the next lap. Oh yeah, they haven't even gotten out of the pits yet. They haven't even merged out yet. But now we have a huge tire disadvantage though, because they made 23 laps. But that's okay for our second stint. like where we're gonna be like having 17, 17, and whatever. I thought I lost a lot more time, to be honest, because of that little half spin we did. It's gonna kill us in like the latter part of the run. Don't get me wrong, it will. But yeah, I'm surprised we still have a huge gap. I thought I might have lost it all. I for sure would have thought that way. All right, let's go see how big the gap is here while coming off the final corner. I did not expect to have a perfect race like this so far. Besides that little mishap, anyway. Car's still fine. It's in perfect condition. All right, so we only have a 4.5 second gap, but Dale Jr.'s got to like be really fast at this point now because of the little mistake that we did. I'm pretty sure if we haven't made that mistake, we probably would have been like 7 seconds ahead. So we would have net gained about 3 seconds. But now I feel like the gap's going to be completely gone within the next few laps anyway. So we're just going to have to tough it out until like 34, 35 to make our final stop. All right, that's very interesting. A lot of people are short pitting now. I mean, some of them stayed out for quite a bit, a long time, so I'm curious to see why would they make the decision to come on in now. I mean, that's really interesting to see. I mean, ours is going to be on lap 34, 35. But hey, I guess they'll be able to make it from here on out. It's kind of weird that they're pitting this early. I wouldn't pit that early, actually. That's just me. But of course, I think they got to try something anyway. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the NASCAR Thunder 2000 video that was out there. I mean, they did a fantastic job with the modding or whatnot. I personally want to do a career mode on it. I don't know when I'm going to start it, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be the next career mode that we're doing is Thunder 2000. It's all about... I think there are still some, like, visual bugs anyway. Not more like within the career mode, because I found out that there are some rookies that are not supposed to be rookies, and vice versa. We're still somehow 4.5 seconds ahead, by the way. I don't know how we're still maintaining this gap. I mean, we ran a really respectable and clean race other than that little mishap there. But back to the Thunder 2000 stuff. Yeah, they did a fantastic job with that. I cannot wait to play more of it, and I'm pretty sure y'all are excited for me to try to go do the career mode as well. So, like, I made a Facebook thing, not Facebook, a YouTube community post about it, and if it gets 10 likes, I'll get right to work in conjunction with closing out this series as well. Okay, our left front's wearing down a little bit, so we'll see. I need to figure out how to, like, put my own textures, though, in the game as well. Like the career mode car. I know someone who already has doing a Thunder 03 a career mode anyway, that has, like, the custom textures anyway. So I definitely want to do that as well. Make sure I can get the custom textures made, because I don't want to use the custom numbers and all the numbers that they have or whatnot, like the number fonts and what they have. I kind of want to do things my way this time with the paint schemes. I just got to figure out how to do it. So yeah, definitely I want to go ask some people around to see how they did it, how they put their custom career mode card in there. So I want to make sure my paint scheme looks pristine as well as the other drivers, you know. We already got that part down. We just got to get the player's car in career mode to look pristine. All right, box. So we ended up meeting equal about the time. This time Kevin Harvick's now taking a second place spot away from Dale Jr. anyway. So that's really interesting to see there. But we got to go pit this time. Tires are not looking so good right now. All right, they're actually in decent condition, I would say, but definitely for sure I want to go head down pit road and get to work anyway with the final stop anyway. I was not expecting to still be 4.5 ahead. I thought they would be on my ass because I slid the tires. Because I guess the tire wear stat that we have is just that good, and it just didn't seem to have affected that much. I am losing grip though, as you can tell. It is, the fall is still there. Alright, we had a little slow entry there, but that's okay. I would say this is like the most stable Pocono setup I have. It's still tight as hell, but it's definitely, you know, much more stable in like 3 and 2. It's not the funnest car to drive, but it's definitely the most stable. Look at our car's condition. There's not a single scratch on it. Hope we can finish that way too. I think it would be the first episode where I finished without a scratch. No wall hits, no car hits, no nothing. Besides like little skid marks anyway. And off we go. Alright, we got some traffic coming up behind us. No, we're gonna get them off of one, and we're gonna have a clear track ahead of us. Nice. Let's see when the AI will pit though. They're not gonna be able to make it, so that's good news. Well, we got 10 laps to go, and they still have to come down pit road. We're gaining about a half second a lap at this point. Half, maybe 3/4 of a second per lap. Like they gotta come on in. They're not gonna be able to make it on fuel. They can try all they want, but they're not gonna be able to do it. Yeah, even some of them are coming in now. So we're up to 13th already. It's either they're really trying to make it like, you know, a super duper short stint, where my tires are gonna be all worn out by the time I get up there, or what? I don't even know at this point. As Johnny Benson nearly creams Ricky Craven there. I think this is for 12th and 11th. I want to say. Johnny Benson's in, so that's no spot. So here comes Craven. I think this is for 11th. Oh, they're gonna suck. New, like he was standing still. Like Craven was standing still. I feel so bad. Like this car is super duper fast on the straights, thanks to that engine power. And of course the drafting stat also helps a little bit too. When are you guys gonna come down towards pit road, my guys? Who's still trying to be up there, a hero? Those guys up there? You gotta come down pit road at some point. Your tires will thank you. They are coming to 5 laps to go. They're not gonna make it, so I don't know why they're trying. Like, they're hoping for a miracle or something. I don't know what, but I think like 3rd and maybe 2nd are in now. Like, I don't know what they're trying to pull. Honest to goodness, but I do like the valiant effort. Like this, Michigan's not until next week, folks. So you gotta do something different, though. You know. I mean, you gotta come on in. Like there's 3rd. So it's Harvick and Stewart trying something. So now we're still in 3rd place here. We still gotta wait for the other 2 to come on in. We take a very wide entry going into 1. Got a cluster of cars for the first time in a while. I have to be very careful here. I kind of want to keep my car in 1 condition, but we're kind of boxed in here.
42 car is still there. Careful.
I want to keep the pristine car alive, you know. I want to keep the cleanest car possible still here, because we're honestly in like the cleanest car I've ever been a part of. Like there's not a dent, not a scratch, nothing. I want to keep it that way, you know. I almost lost it there with McMurray twice in that 1 corner. They really are trying for it. Like they have to be clutching or something like that, because now we're only 25 seconds back. Oh God, no, Kenny.
You're clear.
Fucking hell, Kenny. You're a washed up piece of shit. Still pulling blocks like that against like a lead lap car. Come on now. Are they seriously still staying out? No. Okay, there they go. They're both in now. So now we just close out the next 3 laps, I think. I was going to say, there's no way. No way in God's green earth they were going to try to get all the way down there. Michigan's not till next episode, unfortunately, for us.
Got one outside. Still there. The 30 car is going high. Clear on both sides. 51, 78.
All right, there we go. Goodbye, you two. And now we just see like how big of a gap we have in the next 2 laps. And that's all she wrote. Honest to goodness, this was probably the most perfect Pocono we could have imagined. This is like the best Pocono run we've had, and all because we are using a default setup of all things. How about that? I never thought in a million years we would be. I mean, I think we dominated Pocono before, but I was not expecting, even with a default setup, like we would still be dominating. Then again, it was like Rockingham too. I was not expecting a domination run there either. But look where we're at. Albeit the Chase Montgomery thing, I don't think it would have mattered either way. Like we would have been fine, like regardless. Yeah, 11 seconds. Yeah, there's no way. I'm sorry, folks. There's no way. There's no way. I didn't think we would dominate this much. 1 lap to go. Sponsored or not sponsored by Credit One Bank, that's up to you. We still have an 11-second gap over Dale Earnhardt Jr. after that ridiculously absurd pit strategy attempt by them anyway. We just got to back it down. We don't even have to do anything. We're nowhere near anybody. I'm not going to force trying to pass McMurray or anything. We're fine. I mean, our worst corner is already behind us now, so there's no hope for that. I would say this has been the perfect Pocono 500 we've ran. We didn't lead every single lap, but that's okay. We've had no scratches on the car at all. I am so shocked that there's not a single scratch on this car. No, like, chip, like, minor bump from, like, the AI or whatnot, or on the wall. Nothing. Only thing we had was, like, on the grass. And we win the Pocono 500. Let's go! Winning at my home state track is always such a good feeling, isn't it? Oh, yes. Second gear. We gotta get to the start finish line first. Yeah, boys. Woo! Pocono! Oh, I think we won Pocono. I think we swept Pocono last season. I might be wrong, though. I think I'm definitely wrong on this one, actually. I think we might have lost the second one. I think we might have won the first, but hey. Pocono winners once again here at my home state track. And we did it without a single scratch at all. Amazing stuff here.
Not a single caution lap was run in the whole race.
Whoa, that doesn't happen very often. It makes you pay a whole lot more for any mistakes. You don't have the cushion of yellow flags to get caught up.
The UPS Ford ran in clean air pretty much all race long.
Now this was a race he'll always remember. What a great feeling it must be to win a race in such a dominant fashion.
The 88 car may have some friends out of the track after this one.
Yeah, it's good to see drivers work together out there, even when they aren't teammates.
Hell yeah, boys. Look how clean this car is besides the rubber buildup. This looks really good back in the shop. Look, in one piece. I think this is like the first episode ever where we did not have a single dent or scratch on this entire car besides maybe a little bit of grass. Other than that, I would say this has been the perfect Pocono, the perfect triangle for us, even though it's nowhere near an equilateral. I think it's a scalene triangle, actually. Or, no, it's a right triangle, actually, because the turn 2 is a right angle. Enough about triangles. The one that matters is that trophy that we got in our hands, and a good fight getting back to the points lead. We win today. For the 4th time this season, I think at this point, it's either 4th or 5th, we get to sing Ode to Joy as our victory theme. For those who followed the channel for a pretty long time, you know that's our victory theme, is the Ode to Joy song, made by, of course, the lovely Beethoven himself. Yeah, we only led 29 laps, because these two decide to have a little bit of fun. And, of course, we get the maximum points today, 185. Junior gets 2nd, Harvick 3rd, Newman 4th, Johnson 5th, Jeff Gordon 6th, Bobby Labonte 7th, Stuart Feld 8th, or not, well, little run there. Kenseth 9th, and Kurt Busch ends up rounding out the top 10. What is with these 4 Roush drivers always finishing, like, right near each other? Ward Burton, another solid run. Michael Waltrip back there. I guess Sadler wasn't totally useless, but, you know, he's still pretty bad in this game anyway. Better than what it was in Thunder 03, I think. Pretty much everyone's about normal finishing positions, honestly. That's pretty much normal, besides Chase Montgomery blowing up on lap 7, being the Giga Chad, helping us out get that huge lead to begin with. Well, the fun was good while it lasted, because now we got Michigan next. And now we're up to 3rd in the point standings, now being 57 behind Jeff Gordon, which is really good for us. Tony Stewart is still... we kind of just sucker punched Tony Stewart there. He's still going to be a minus 60, though, for us. Unfortunately, he's going to have to hope for Gordon or Harvick or myself to have yet another horrible race anyway. I mean, that's just what we do, man. We just keep clawing our ways back up into these races. We just know how to get it done, like, even with all these setbacks. Really good stuff to see. Of course, though, our shop additions came in. The wheel balancer is finally in, so now we can actually start getting some work done. Let's take a sneak peek, actually, at what we can do, actually. 88 tire grip to start off with. That's actually not bad. I would say that's not bad. maybe even overhauling some things. Let's see. Oh, this brings up to 86. Ooh. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. But we won't be able to use it for like another few races or so. But that's okay. That's fine. Yeah, we got a lot of work for us to take care of in this next coming few episodes for sure. So definitely want to see those pretty much as well. Alrighty, folks. I'm glad you enjoyed this episode. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. It helps out the channel quite a bit. And as always, we're gonna go to hell in Michigan next episode. So if you want to see that, make sure you want to keep watching the channel. Alrighty, hit that. Wow. Oh my God, I can't talk anymore. Hit that notification bell, the Liberty Bell as I call it, for more notifications, of course, from the channel. And we'll see you all in the next episode at Michigan. Good night.